It is Saturday, it's noon and it's about 68 degrees, and today is coop cleaning day. So went to Tractor Supply and got a few things. This area I need to get the blower and blow this off, as well as get the hose and wash it off. I need to get that wheelbarrow empty because that's where I'm going to be putting the soil shavings. And I need to get all the chickens from inside the coop. Well, same to you, Luke, outside the coop. So I think the way to get them out is by getting some feed going. So I'll bring you back when everybody is outside the coop. So we got everybody outside, fed, watered. So next task is going to be to tackle this mess. Those are the bowls that the water collects in. So I am going to clean that up, put a paver underneath. I have these 4 areas, or corners I should say, to clean up. Typically the chickens roost at night on these rafters. I want to put in option that I have for a rooster. These are the nesting boxes. Have some eggs in there already. Let's see here. I don't know if you could see that, but we have some eggs. I need to get these scraped down, and then just put them up some options for where they could get their treats and just things to keep them a little bit more occupied. So I'll bring you back when that's all said and done. So got the corners cleaned out. Add some additional shavings and some straw. Ducks typically nestle down in this area, so I put straw instead of shavings in there. I tried to elevate these pans in hopes that not so much shavings get in the water, and I got them this poultry and game bird block. I'm gonna put it in this corner for them to have something additional to peck at while they're in here. Typically I have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas to hang feeders, but in the summer months I typically feed outside. 2 5-gallon feeder waterers, and I tend to put water in the bottom of one of the waterers or the pans for the ducks in the morning. It stays basically half full overnight. Sometimes they're bathed in it, so to speak, so that's why this area is staying wet. I sprinkle some Coop Refresh, some DE, and I spray it with Ziva fly spray. And now I just need to hang up some of their treats, make sure the pan is full with water, and I'll bring you back. So they got a treat ball. I guess they're trying to figure it out. Curious. At least they have to jump up to get some exercise. That's going to be interesting. So let me show you what I got accomplished. So I bought this sawhorse from Aldi about 2 years ago. Been sitting in the garage, rarely being used. So I opted to bring it out here. I got this lumber from out of the dumpster the other day. So I made a roost of it. I have their poultry block in a corner. There's also some grit in that basin. I had these bird feeders, picked them up years ago. I typically put suet in it, but the birds don't eat it, so I decided to repurpose it. Let's see if the chickens use it. So I have what should be a bumblebee, a frog, and a ladybug. So I have them hanging various areas. I think what I'm going to do is separate the waterers, leave one here and move one over to this side. That's the duck area with the straw over there. And then I am going to let everybody in, collect the eggs, let everybody in and see what they think. I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, so it's time to let them in and see what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, they are some scaredy cats. Everything. All right. One brave soul. Are we coming in or not? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna watch y'all. So, getting this new screen up for this area. So typically if I have to run to the store, I normally bring down the roll door halfway and secure it. So they're locked in the run. They're locked inside. They can't get out. And then I go to the store. So he's trying to use the waterer, which tells me I need to raise that because he's bending his head. They see some new stuff, so let's see how interested they get. So fixing the screen and getting hair blown off and swept up is the next task. Let's see how many more I have outside. Luke is spending time with the ducks, and I have more outside than inside. So we'll see when they venture in. They have the treat ball figured out. And the majority has since gone inside. So I am going to bring you back when I have this area cleaned. All right, got that blown off, got that swept up, and next my project is gonna turn to getting that makeshift screen door put in this general area, and then get this part blown off and call this project complete. I'll bring you back when it's done. So instead of going on my makeshift roost, I have a few that flew up there. It's about, looking at the temperature gauge in here, it's about 80. And they seem to be getting comfortable. So we shall see. So it's now 5 p.m. Took a break from the chickens around 2 p.m. and I am out here because I need to get some weeding done in these two beds, and I am going about watering the stuff in this big bed. And this first row, like I stated, was my watermelons. And I have some sprouting going on. I have some weeds also, but I'll get to that. In this second row, my cantaloupes, and I'm seeing germination on those seeds. On this third row, peas. I have some peas growing that way, and I had some beans that's coming up in the fourth row. So that's plus. Now I still have not planted anything on these 3 rows, and these last 3 rows were all acorn squash, and so far I see weeds but no germination on those, so I'll give it a few more days and see what comes up. So I'm out here getting the watering done, some weeding, and I'm thinking I am possibly going to water the market garden as well. So I'll bring you back in a few. So now that I'm weeding, I'm able to identify what's actually growing in this bed. So that's Swiss chard. That's one of the tomato plants I planted last week. That's another one. I believe this section to be broccoli because it looks like I have the formation of a crown starting. And then on this end, I believe it to be my Swiss chard. So I am going to get this bed watered, and I am thinking that I'm going to end the vlog here, wait till the sun dies down, start on that bed, get it watered, and then tackle the kitchen garden, the market garden later this evening. The storm door for the kitchen coop, I'm gonna wait till my husband gets home and we're gonna knock that out tonight, and I will show you a completed project tomorrow. That being said, have a blessed Saturday. Bye.